What's up guys, Wolf here, welcome to another Division 2 build video. In today's video, I'm going to showcase the best Heartbreaker assault rifle build you can make for PVE currently now in Title Update 15. In this video, I'm going to showcase the build in full detail, specialization included, and then I will show you guys some gameplay. So please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I will be posting many Season 9 TU15 videos this week. I am still working on my PvP ones, so stay tuned for those. First, I want to talk about a few things, why I've chosen the pieces I've got here, and why this is probably the best AR build in the game, and why I've only got 2 reds. So let's have a look at Heartbreaker gear set as a whole. So when we look at this gear set, it promotes armor, bonus armor in particular. Bonus armor scales off of your baseline armor on your agent, and this gear set is very good at stacking weapon damage and bonus armor, as you guys know. I'm sure everyone is aware of how this works right now. So weapon hits on pulsed enemies at a stack of 1% bonus armor and 1% damage to pulsed enemies. So as long as they are pulsed, you get the damage and you stack the bonus armor. This is for 50 stacks, so 50% for both, for each. 2 stacks are lost each second. So with the chest piece, it's very, very important. I would not really ever use, unless I'm playing PvP, I will make those videos soon. I'm still doing some testing. Unless I'm doing PvP, I would do that. But for PvE, I think the chest piece is too good to pass up. Why? Because we not only increase our weapon damage. Yes, it's not multiplicative, but it actually is up to 100 for the bonus armor as well. So we're getting so much survivability and so much utility and a lot of damage. Also, the backpack further increases it from 100% to 200% bonus armor. So I don't think it's ever beneficial to run lots of reds on a build like this. You're losing survivability. Also, the reason why we've got headshots on an assault rifle build is because we're going to be rushing. With this build, you can face tank hunters. You can face tank any NPC in the game. It's unbelievably strong. You guys will see from the gameplay. And we only have to hit headshots, therefore, as you guys can see, we don't have to have any kind of manual pulse or user-linked laser pointer. So this is going to be very good with that. Now, the reason why I was talking about the actual how many reds, we need to have high bonus armor. Why would we use a gear set like this and have high reds and not get a lot of bonus armor? It does not make sense to me. Another thing as well is I think at least 1.3 million armor, maybe pushing it 1.1, but 1.3 is good. Even 1.5, the higher you go, the better. With this build, I can hit 2 million damage a crit, even though it's a headshot build. Non-crit headshots, which will be 100% of the time, I can get over 1.5 million, 1.6, sometimes 1.7 million damage non-crit. Now, if you go all reds and you use a Fenris mask, for example, you'll hit 2.2 million, and your non-crits will only be 1.1, 1.2 million. There are a lot of diminishing returns with this gear set. And if you do the testing, you'll see what I mean. I don't want to get too technical because I've noticed it's quite buggy. But diminishing returns is a thing on this gear set with crit damage. So utilizing headshots is going to be the best. If you just stack critical hit damage on this build and you go for all reds, you will have a lacking. It starts diminishing the higher you go. That's why you can only really get 2.1, 2.2 million a crit. Whereas with this, you are, by the way, guys, with 60% crit chance, 40% of your bullets are not critting. So therefore, I think it's always better to go for headshots with a gun like this, especially assault rifles. It's easier to hit the headshots. Therefore, 100% of the time, we can hit 1.7 million damage non-crit, which is absolutely ridiculous, and sometimes 2 million when we do crit. That is due to the fact that we are stacking all the damage and not losing out to diminishing returns, if you guys know what I am saying. So the Eagle Bearer is what I'm going to be utilizing with this build. You can use the Kingbreaker. I did some testing. The Kingbreaker and the FAMAS with the same talent. So we got the Kingbreaker right here with the perfect flatline, 20% amplified weapon damage, and the FAMAS with normal flatline. They do similar DPS, very similar. I couldn't believe it. The Kingbreaker is absolutely amazing, and you can really hit unbelievably hard with this gun. So I would definitely make sure you guys use the Kingbreaker. You can get it from the season pass or just farming assault rifles. Go onto the countdown game mode and farm it there. Unbelievable gun. It hits so incredibly hard. You don't need to have an EB. I only use it because I can get the kill and then use the bonus armor, because bonus armor in this game is a separate entity to your agent. Therefore, the debuff doesn't even apply to the bonus armor. So the bonus armor basically tanks away the debuff a lot of the time. Sometimes it doesn't. And there's a certain amount that it does. But it really works well with the EB. So if you don't have the EB, Kingbreaker or FAMAS with the flatline talent and the rock and roll for stacking it up. unbelievably strong. Make sure you put weapon handling, headshot damage mods on the gun as well, or accuracy and stability when you're modding your guns. So I've gone for the actual Fox's Prayer. So you're probably thinking to yourself, why not run Fenris? Fox's Prayer does more damage than Fenris on this gun, on an assault rifle. Why? Because of the damage to targets out of cover. Contractor's gloves or armor damage is more situational because a lot of the enemies have more health, or some of them don't even have a lot of armor. So I think it's way more beneficial to run this. Best in slot, definitely. Then the Catharsis Mask. Unbelievable. Removes status effects, gives us 30% damage most of the time, and we also get a lot of survivability. 5%. Sorry, yeah, that's going to be 5% armor over 10 seconds, which is really, really good. That's why it's also beneficial to have more armor. You get so much damage and it increases it immensely. So this setup works unbelievably well with the EB or the Kingbreaker. You can hit huge numbers with this. So what I would normally do, go into a fight, is to pull out the drum shotgun. You don't have to use the rock and roll, use the ACS-12, perfectly extra. Get the stacks on the enemies and then just swap to the AR and just face trade every single NPC in the game. It's unbelievably powerful, guys. So I think try run it the way that I've got it now. You will see unbelievable results. Now there are different ways to run it. It's completely up to you. Never copy, always adapt the build to suit your own playstyles, as I always say. So I'm actually not using Technician. I'm going to be using the Firewall. Why? Because I get a lot more damage from this Striker Shield, guys. The Striker Shield gives you damage in front of you, and it gives your teammates damage if they're standing behind the cone behind you. Unbelievable increases in damage. 13% damage bonus per enemy. That is why when you're watching the gameplay, I can hit those ridiculous numbers. It's really, really powerful. And I think this build is the way that I would always run it. It's a lot of fun to use. Make sure you guys give it a try. So let's go through each piece quickly just to see exactly what I've rolled. So we have got headshot damage on every piece, guys. Every modification is going to be headshot. You guys know how this mask works by now. Really, really powerful, a must-have. Also, every single piece has got headshot damage rolled on the Heartbreaker set. And then we've got armor rolls all around except for the gloves and the knee pads. The knee pads are Fox's Prayer with 10% headshot damage. Then the modifications on the shield, make sure you do put the damage bonus. It makes a big difference utilizing the shield. Make sure you guys use it. The damage is insane. I know shields got nerfed, but in PvE, it still works fine, but definitely not in PvP. The Defender drone works great, but use whatever skill you want. Also, when you are modifying the guns, like I was saying earlier, you can't put a linked laser pointer on the FAMAS, but you don't need one because this is a headshot build. That's another reason why you can use the FAMAS with this. When you're modifying this gun, I would definitely go for headshot damage, stability, or accuracy. It's completely up to you. Go for whatever mods you want to use, guys. I think the best one for the sight is going to be the reflex sight, 5% weapon handling. There's a lot of things there. Accuracy, stability, reload speed, and swap speed. That's what weapon handling is, and that's what that stacks. So you're getting a lot of utility from that. Everything else, it's up to you. And then let's have a look at these statistics. We have got 20% crit chance. Like I said, it's a headshot build. 162% headshot damage. Very good. We have got a lot of survivability with the bonus armor. You will never die, guys. You can pause the video if you want to see any of the other stats. Make sure you guys give this a try the way that I've set it up now. Now, I believe that running the backpack is very important, but if you wanted to get a little bit more damage but a little bit less survivability, I don't prefer this variation, but you can utilize it. What you can do is go for like a Fenris backpack with vigilance. If you guys use vigilance, the bonus armor, when it takes damage, it doesn't count. So you could definitely use vigilance with a build like this. But the amount of damage you get is quite good, but you will have 100% less bonus armor. So that trade-off is completely up to you. It's unbelievable. It's one of the best builds in the game. Lots of fun to use, and you can absolutely melt your way through the game. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this little build video. I will showcase some gameplay. Have a good rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out, agents. Just to mention as well, sometimes you might see escalated numbers. A few times I actually hit a critical hit of like 2.8 million. That's a false reading. I don't know, for some reason, sometimes you get 1 or 2 bullets that just end up doing way more damage than is possible on the current setup. So I wouldn't really bother about that too much. Sometimes if you do put a 6 red Heartbreaker build on, you might hit 4 million damage, 4.2 million damage a crit. That just seems to be a random bug, or maybe a certain buff on your team that escalates it for a split second. I'm not too sure. Let me know in the comments if you guys know.
High-risk target approaching.
Watch that fucking clock! Take that! Here we go!
Area secure.
Stay back! Hear me? Deploying fool! That's a good spot for a turret! Someone down! Here we go again! Hey, agent!
Data transfer halted. High-risk target approaching.
Enemy too close! I'm gonna need a medic!
Target detected.
Agent, head to the administration building.
Minutes to lockdown. Evacuate the facility.
To override safety protocol, eliminate security leaks.
Target neutralized. High-risk target detected.
Gotta kill this fucker! What is happening? Fuck it! We've lost one. Fuck off!
Agent, you've reached the...
Nowhere to hide!
Area secure.
Protect the engineer.
Shit! Close! Gotcha! Let's rock!
Rogue fixer drone detected. System malfunctioning. Incoming. High-risk hostile. System back online. Hostiles neutralized. Area secure.